questions for them, and then I'll go get Coach, and we'll get out of here.
No, you had 23 and 7 tonight. Obviously, you wanted to get the win, but just how good did it feel to get out there and get into a rhythm offensively?
I mean, it was a little relieving, but I feel like the message the coach was sending is, we got to win the rebounds today. And I didn't really do a good job, personally, I thought, in that aspect of the game. So, I mean, none of that really matters if you don't win. So, I guess it's relieving, I guess.
Ernest, Arizona shot 57% from the floor tonight. What were they doing offensively that made it such a challenge for you guys on defense?
Credit to them. They're a good team. Like you said, they shot what they shot. They made shots. For me, honestly, if I'm being honest with myself and the team, I feel like we gave up a lot of stuff. If you go back and watch the film, there was a lot of those threes that they were just wide open. No one even close. For sure, coach was talking about being more up on the ball screens and everything. When we went switching, our communication got to be better. But more so, like I said, kudos to them. They shot great, executed their stuff great. But I feel like more so for us, we gave them a lot of stuff.
And then Ernest, it seemed like the end of the half and the beginning of the half, you guys were brought it down to like 1, 2, 3 points, and then they kind of ran away with it. What was the start of the end of the half and the start of the half? What was working?
This game is all about runs. I know we've all heard it for this entirety of basketball being a thing. Closing out and coming into the half. Like I said, they definitely went on the run. Made a couple of runs that looked really tough, and like you said, they shot 57%. It's really hard to, and whenever a team is shooting over 50%, man, it's just tough, Like I said, they went on their run, and we had to respond, Quite frankly, we didn't. But like I said, just to the drawing board and on to the next.
This is for both of you guys. Mike Robinson's been getting more and more minutes, especially down in those kind of crunch moments. He had 13 points tonight, I think 5 rebounds. Just talk about his growth as a true freshman.
Yeah, the lights don't bother Micah. Yeah. That's one thing I feel like I can say about him. It's like he's pretty much built for the moment. Which is really impressive to see as a freshman, because it's like, what is he going to look like, next year or the year after that if he's still in college? So it's like that's probably the most impressive part. And he just trusts his work. Mm-hmm. Like Micah's hands down the hardest worker on the team. So, I mean, it doesn't really surprise me that his offense is so routine when he gets into the games, because he's repping all the stuff that he does on a daily basis, So kudos to him. He's pretty much built for the moment, so it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, piggybacking what he said, like I've said it since preseason. I know y'all have heard me say it. Like, Mike is definitely a guy who I would love to have the floor with me on the floor all times. I mean, like you said, he's a hard worker. He's always in the gym before practice, after practice. And like you said, the lights doesn't bother him. I noticed that early on, and it's definitely tough playing in this conference. And as a freshman, I went through it. I know what it felt like, and just to see him and the way he's staying poised and how he's holding himself coming out here and playing on this big stage, it's incredible.
And Ernest, 14 rebounds for you. What was working for you in that area?
Multiple efforts. I'm heavy on not doing something that I know I'm not capable of. The coaches, the team, my teammates, they hold me to a high standard when it comes to that area. And the message going into this game was just making multiple efforts. Me getting boxed out on one shouldn't just make me die and just stop. I got to make that second, that third effort to get around and get an offensive and defensive rebound. So like I said, just my effort for 40 minutes is really just what I could contribute to that.
Ernest, you've played in pretty much every Big 12 arena. How did this atmosphere compare to the other ones?
It was a great atmosphere. I always love to see it when the fans are in it. Even though we're the away team, I love to hear that. I love to be in that adversity moment. This place was great to play in. Obviously there's some places that I definitely have on my top 5 even, but this place was great to play.
For either of you guys, since this was Arizona's first time playing in the Big 12, just from what you were able to see, does this look like a team that fits in the Big 12 in terms of style of play and all that?
I mean, no doubt. Definitely on transition. We ourselves are a team that pride ourselves on transition. And, they play fast, but at the same time, they know how to get to their stuff in the half court. And like I said, they're tough on the rebounds, tough on defense. And like I said, they fit well right in. Like I said, kudos to them for doing what they did, shot 57%, and played tough on both sides of the ball. And like I said, yeah, they fit for sure.
No, I know this was your first Big 12 conference game of your career. Just what were you hearing about the conference going into it, and what's your reaction now that you played in the game?
Well, yeah, I mean, the conference, I think, speaks for itself. It's the reason why I'm here at TCU is because it's the best conference in America. So, you know, playing that competition night in and night out is something I was really looking forward to. And I'm going to continue to look forward to. So these great venues, the fans, the atmosphere, that's all stuff that I love. So it's great basketball, and you know, it's great competition. So.
I'm sure Coach Dixon has already said this, and I know you heard it last year, Ernest, but home court in the Big 12 play is so important. What do you guys need to do between now and Saturday to make sure you come away with the win against Kansas State?
Immediately look at our mistakes from this game.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm obviously a big believer on next play, you know, next game, on to the next. But at the same time, I'm definitely going to go to the drawing board, look at our mistakes. Like I said, the stuff we gave up, and understand that when it comes to home games, you got to take pride. You know, can't lose one to home. Obviously, we fell short to this one, could have stole one, but yeah, man, when we go home, we got to handle up and just play to our strengths.
And then Ernest, Bashan he took it hard after the technical foul, and then David Punch, a freshman, putting his arm around him. You were talking to him, walking off the thing. What does that say about the team and how important that is for your culture?
You know, we have each other's backs. You know, I've communicated to the guys early on, as much as we have to listen to Coach Dixon and all the staff for that matter, we got to be player-led. You know, out there on the floor when the fans are yelling and it's just us on the court, we got to, like I said, communication got to be great. In those instances where we may get teed up or a guy may, you know, feel the type of way about anything, we got to be his brotherhood and just put our arm around him and tell him, you know, man, we got you. On to the next play. Don't take anything personal, man. Miss a shot, you good. Next one's falling in. Make a turnover, you're good. Make the right play next time. Just, like I said, keep that next play mentality and picking each other up, really.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.